Cornerstone Christmas is a day where volunteers come together to serve over 200 kids and families. At the event, they serve food and entertain the kids while the parents shop for presents. Caitlin Wessels has more later in the show.
You may have seen some new faces here at Prosper recently. With our small town growing, new students have been moving in. Caitlin Wessels has more about the new student social later in the show.
Hannah Dennis will tell us when we will rise out of the 40s in your 3-day forecast.
Eagle Nation News starts right now.
Good morning, Prosper High School. Today is Monday, January 9th. I'm Matthew Tibbetts.
And I'm Reagan Ranzer. Here are today's top stories. Zach McConnell, a senior here at Prosper, made it into the All-Men State Choir for his third year in a row. He will perform on February 11th at the TMEA Convention in San Antonio.
This semester, we will start a new Eagle Time schedule. Instead of just on Wednesdays, Eagle Time will now be on every Tuesday and Friday. Eagle Time will still take place after 2nd and 6th period.
For those who don't know what to have for dinner tonight, Prosper Orchestra is having a spirit night at Polio's. 10% of the total sales will go towards the club if you mention Prosper Orchestra.
Every year, Cornerstone Christmas takes place to help families ease the stress of the holidays. Caitlin Wessels has more on how this day helps bring our community together.
The holiday season calls for warm clothes, shiny new boxes of toys, and the sound of tape securing wrapping paper filling the air. In the spirit of giving, the members of Cornerstone Charity, along with other organizations, came together at Prosper High School to buy and wrap gifts for the less fortunate. The gifts were delivered to multiple organizations, and families got the opportunity to go and shop at the high school by picking out various items they would need for the holidays, all of which were donated throughout the town of Prosper. The event took place on Saturday, December 11th, where volunteers from all over the North Texas area swarmed the halls wrapping gifts and helping families in need.
Cornerstone Christmas is an event sponsored by the Cornerstone Charity. It's a day where families in need get to come to Prosper High School and get everything that they would need for Christmas. They get toys for their kids, meals, Christmas trees and decorations if they need them. They get socks and underwear, hats, gloves, and coats. Everything that they could possibly need to make their family have a great Christmas. Host families take the parents shopping through the high school, and their kids are entertained by volunteers. I feel like this event really shows what kind of heart Prosper has. When you walk in and you see all of the toys and the hats and the gloves, and all of those things were donated by our town at the different schools and different organizations all in our town donating so that we can help those in need. To me, that's the epitome of a heart.
Cornerstone Christmas helped over 200 families this past Christmas and brought together the small town big heart of Prosper. For Eagle Nation News, I'm Caitlin Wessels.
After this commercial break, Caitlin Wessels takes a look back at the new student social.
Prosper has always been known as a small town, but with houses and new neighborhoods being built, brings in new faces into our school. Caitlin Wessels attended the new student social to talk to some of the new faces here at Prosper High School.
The new student social last fall was very successful and had 170 students attend. Although there were less students present at this new student social, it was just as beneficial as the last.
We saw a real need as students as we grow, because we're such a growing community and our high school is increasing like I think we increased almost 500 students from the previous year to this year, and we project that we may do that again this next summer. So each semester we've decided to have a new student social and try to do some things for the new students.
The New Student Social, which took place here last Thursday, allowed new students to meet others and make positive connections. How was your overall experience at the New Student Social?
It was fun. We ate pizza, a lot of pizza. We met a lot of people and found out where they from.
It was a great experience, and we met a whole bunch of new people.
This event, which takes place twice a year, helps new students connect with others in a fun and safe environment.
And what kind of games did y'all play?
We played kind of get to know you games where he would ask, do you like Dr. Pepper or Coca-Cola more? And you would pick a side.
We give the kids a chance to come and interact and play some games, and the New Student Social was all about was to enhance the ability for kids to acclimatize themselves to Prosper High School.
Although the two socials didn't share the same size, they still helped new students make new friends. For Eagle Nation News, I'm Caitlin Wessels.
Now let's send it over to Ethan Burden with your social media update.
Welcome back, everyone. My name is Ethan Burden, and today's Daily Dose of Social Media marks the 10th anniversary of the original iPhone announcement. On January 9th, 2007, the chief executive, Steve Jobs, announced what he called a revolutionary product. Many critics mocked this product, citing it didn't have a stylus, no keyboard buttons, or no secure email. Others criticized the project to be a hodgepodge or a device designed to do too much at once. The iPhone became the product that is used to connect us to the global network at every moment of the day. The following year, Apple created the iPhone App Store that opened the device to software developers, giving us the access to social media apps that have completely changed our world around us today. With smartphone apps, we can call an Uber, find a date, look for jobs, play video games, and even control your thermostat at home. 10 years later, Apple has sold over 1 billion iPhones. It may be ridiculous how many of us rely on this product, considering there's a recent survey showing 70% of smartphone users sleep with them, but if we didn't have them, I might be out of job. Well, that's it for today. For Eagle Nation News, I'm Ethan Burton.
After this commercial break, Hannah Dennis is in studio with your 3-day weather forecast.
The 15th annual Boys Volleyball Tournament for all classes is around the corner. Boys, see your class president for tryout info and signups. The cost is a $5 entry fee to place your name on the roster. All library books checked out before winter break must be renewed or returned to the library. PHS Radio with Edge meets Tuesday, January 10th at 7:50 in room 1050. The club is currently looking for a production manager.
Welcome back, Eagle Nation. Back in December, I said that I wouldn't be surprised if we got snow one day and summer temperatures the next, and that's exactly what's happening now. We will be up in the 70s this week for a couple of days before going back down into the 40s by the weekend. Now, we are still in the winter season. In fact, winter doesn't end until March 20th, so we can't rule out the idea of not getting snow just yet. North Texas usually is prone to get snow during March, around the week of spring break. Moving on to the local 3-day forecast, today the high reaches 59, which is a lot warmer than what we had over the weekend. We do have a 10% chance of rain for this morning, but it should have already passed us by now. It'll still be windy with winds from 10 to 20 miles per hour, so it'll feel a lot cooler than what the temperature reads. Tomorrow the high reaches 75 and there is no chance of rain. It should be a fairly nice day, but with some high winds from 15 to 20 miles per hour. Wednesday, the high reaches 76, and it shouldn't be as windy. It'll be another clear day with a few clouds here and there. Now, looking towards the weekend, we have a possible chance of getting a wintry mix on Saturday, which means we could get sleet mixed in with the rain, but it is not confirmed yet. Now, we do have a cold front moving in on Friday, which will bring thunderstorms to our area. This whole weekend, starting Thursday night, going all the way through Sunday, we do have rain chances. So if you need to get things done outside, Tuesday and Wednesday are the days to do so. I'm Hannah Dennis, and Virginia received 3 inches of snow recently.
After this commercial break, Mackenzie Hamilton is at the sports deck for your sports update.
Mu Alpha Theta meets on Tuesday after school in room 1132. All members need to participate in weekly tutoring and attend monthly meetings to maintain membership. The Interact Club meets Wednesday after school in Mr. McCall's classroom. The National Art Honor Society will have a mandatory meeting in the LGI at 4 p.m. on Thursday, January 12th. Please fill out an absence form if you cannot attend.
So Matthew, this past weekend, girls soccer traveled to College Station to compete in a tournament.
That's right, Reagan. Also, our varsity basketball team plays Creekview tomorrow with the rest of our highlights. Here's Mackenzie Hamilton. Mackenzie?
Thank you. I'm Mackenzie Hamilton here with your sports update. On Friday night, the girls and boys basketball teams traveled to the Colony High School to face off against the Cougars. The girls took the court first, hoping to get their second win of the season against the Colony after having faced them in a tournament over Christmas break and winning 64-61. Mackenzie Hewitt led the team with 16 points and Jordan Oliver followed with 11. The Lady Eagles trailed the whole game, though, and lost 67-46. The boys' game followed, and the Eagles looked to redeem themselves after their loss on Tuesday. They started out strong, leading the first quarter 14-11, but the rest of the game was back and forth, having the Colony tied up at half and the fourth quarter. In overtime, the Cougars were able to get ahead and took the game 64-59. Thomas Jordan led the team with 20 points, and Zach Reitzel followed closely behind with 18. The boys and girls soccer teams were also in action this weekend, starting off their season in tournaments. The boys hosted a tournament at home. They faced off against Wiley East and won 3-0. The rest of the tournament was canceled due to weather, though. Girls soccer headed to College Station for the A&M Consolidated Tournament. They won all 4 games and had a total of 20 goals scored and had 4 shutouts. Wrestling also had a dual matchup against Lone Star on Thursday. The boys won 39-36. Lastly, here are the upcoming events for tonight. Girls basketball will host Creekview at 6. Boys basketball will also host Creekview at 7:30. And girls soccer will face off against Princeton at 7:15 at home. That's all I have for you today. For Eagle Nation Sports, I'm Mackenzie Hamilton. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Mackenzie. Now here's some final announcements. Any students interested in volunteering with Special Olympics should attend Meet in the Middle Thursday, January 12th, in room 1014. During all lunches, these interested must attend 3 meetings before May in order to qualify as a volunteer at the Special Olympics in May. See Ms. Barrios for more information and for an application.
It is almost time for the 15th annual Boys Volleyball Tournament for all classes. Boys need to see your class president for child information and sign up. The entry fees for both players and coaches is $5 and should be paid for before your name goes on the roster. Practices are mandatory.
The ASVAB test is January 20th at 8:20 a.m. The ASVAB program is designed to help students make career decisions for after high school. Eligible students are 10th, 11th, and 12th graders. If interested, sign up with Ms. Benavides in the Counseling Center. The deadline to sign up is January 17th.
Well, that's all we have for you today. For Eagle Nation News, I'm Reagan Ranzer.
And I'm Matthew Tibbetts. Live long and prosper.